guys, we're gonna do a little bit of a watch video tonight. We're gonna do a G-Shock video. This is something that is brought to you guys by Dirk Warning. Now, if you guys aren't subscribed to Dirk Warning, please do yourself a favor and go do so. Just go check him out. Dirk is one of my good friends, and him and I have been friends for years.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
I've sent him like at least half or more of my collection. I've sent him a ton of content.
Alex really goes into a lot more in depth with the history of the maker and of the company.
Alex asked me to not rush through this, but to take my time. And if it was a longer video, then it would be a longer video. Dang, Alex, thank you so much for letting me check this out.
And he does it well. He really has a really cool spin on the whole review deal. He's a daily poster. I mean, this guy's hardcore. He's posting twice a day. So very cool dude, very good friend of mine. And go check us out together on the EDC Hour on YouTube. So here's all your cards and stuff that comes with this little G-Shock. Now, there's another thing about Dirk that him and I have in common. We're kind of childish.
This is Puppy. I sleep with him every night. Of course, I'll always have my pacifier.
We're overgrown children with men's jobs and budgets. And we like to buy stuff we don't need. So here we go. This should look familiar to the watch crew. This is a very common module because this is kind of a common G-Shock. But this is not your average common G-Shock because oh man, this is so cool. This is a glow-in-the-dark G-Shock. So this is a 5600, very common platform for Casio G-Shocks. I want to say these are like the Honda Civic of the watch world. There is so many colors, shapes, and sizes, and I own quite a few of these myself, actually. I have all the NASA ones. There's just all variations of these things. They're not super expensive until you get to like the discontinued collectible stuff. If you want to get into that stupid, game of overpaying and all that stuff. But this one is just super cool. Now, Dirk, just like me, can really appreciate something that glows in the dark. As a matter of fact, I can freely say this because I know he agrees that we get giddy when we get stuff that glows in the dark.
And then you do have the light on the watch itself. If I can get my finger in there.
That's what she said.
What is not to love about these things? So awesome.
So I can't wait to make this thing glow in the dark on video. Otherwise, it's just your typical, 5600. This one's got a positive display, which is cool. So you got your typical 4-button configuration here. So here we have your, this is going to be your adjust button. So if you want to change the time, it's going to be kind of buried in there because they make the pusher really small so you don't accidentally hit it. Polished, nice. And then you're going to have a more exposed pusher on the bottom, and that is going to change your mode. So you're going to be using this a lot more often, so they left it protruding out. As a matter of fact, on the other ones as well too, because those are going to be your adjustment buttons, up and down. and your mode. But this, you don't want to change your time by accident, so that's why it's designed that way. You got your typical plastic G-Shock strap here. Not so typical because you can already tell this is glow in the dark. Here's your top adjustment button, and then it's got a really nice, very bright light, blue in color. I really dig that. Now there's another party piece with this watch, as you can see in the box. Oh man, I am a product of the 80s and I love it. This is so me. Oh yes, look at the crazy colors, guys. Oh dude, I don't know if this is going back to your house, Dirk. Maybe that was the whole idea. So you can run this thing in this kind of crazy 80s configuration here, where you have some blues and reds and yellows. That's really cool. But I honestly, like Dirk, would most likely just be running it like this, because this glows in the dark. So I think it's time that we take a peek. Finally! I love how these always come in these tins, by the way. Let's see how bright we can get this thing to go. Now, I have seen this already, and I'm going to tell you what I thought going into it, and then we'll talk about it after the loom shot. And honestly, just because this is plastic that's supposed to be durable and that you wear, I'm not expecting much. And we'll be able to compare because this also glows in the dark, and this is very luminescent. So this is going to be kind of a very, very bright deal here. But let's get to the charging this thing. Now I'm going to do both sides, so kind of like the whole material just really gets charged as much as possible. This is going to be low light. It's not going to be total darkness because I think they come out too bright when that happens. But I can assure you that's super bright. And this is also super bright. Look at that. That is freaking bitchin'. So let's do a wrist shot. What the hell? So if you want to be a cool kid around the block, and you're kind of an 80s kid, you just got to have one of these. It is just too much fun. Yes, I love this thing, man. Now, let's be real about a couple other things though. These plastic bands, you know, they wear pretty nice. It does get sweaty and kind of sticky, and you know, it's not as nice as like a cloth strap or anything like that. But you know, these things flex well on the wrist. They have a lot of give, so overall it's pretty comfortable to wear. I do wear these quite frequently in different variations, but oh Dirk, I wonder if you sent this because you're gonna want me to just buy it off of you. Now, just to have real expectations, I'm gonna tell you guys, it is probably slightly brighter on film than it is in real life. Not by much, but slightly. However, this is about what I'm seeing on the screen. So that's kind of interesting. It's probably a color spectrum thing. So one thing is, it is a little bit brighter on the screen than it is in real life, but it does hold its charge fairly well for about 5-10 minutes. This is going to be fun, and then, you know, that's going to be that. So don't expect this thing to be glowing at 5 a.m., you know, like you're looking at your super luminescent supernova, super whatever, super duper lume, that when you look at your watch at 6 a.m., it's still shining. Yeah, this is not going to do that. But it is so damn cool. So anyways, guys, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think these watches are great. I love the custom variety of the G-Shocks. And there's, I gotta say, a G-Shock for everyone out there. You don't think so? Are you a Budweiser guy? There's a Budweiser G-Shock. You're a glow-in-the-dark person? There's a glow-in-the-dark G-Shock. Are you a Batman person? There's Batman G-Shock. I mean, you name it, there's probably a G-Shock for it. Do you like round ones, square ones? I mean, they have a watch for everybody. Everybody. They're very utilitarian. They take the beating. I mean, yeah, they're accurate, they're quartz, they're easy to synchronize. Military guys love them for that, and they don't weigh much. So I always highly recommend G-Shocks, guys. So big thanks to Dirk for sending this guy along. This was a real treat. I had some fun taking some Instagram photos with some other glowing stuff. So I really appreciate that. Is this gonna stay in my watch box? We'll find out. I really love this. I really love these. I would highly recommend G-Shock for everybody in their collection, regardless of if you're a watch collector or not. Here's the model number. Pretty cool. Yeah, get a G-Shock, guys. I mean, you won't hate yourself for doing it. It's such a utilitarian watch, takes the beating and keeps on going. So until next time, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave comments down below, and this is the Watch and Cut channel, out.